Bonjour, this is Kathy Chavers with your weekly update here for Boys Fort Reservation. Right now we have 2 active cases, one in Net Lake and one in Vermilion. All social distancing, all the contact tracing has been done, so we're good to go there. Our numbers are dropping, which is very good. We do have vaccines available at our Boys Fort clinics. We actually just received the Pfizer vaccine for the 12 to 17-year-olds as of yesterday, and our clinics will now be able to vaccinate our 12 to 17-year-old children. And so if you need your child vaccinated, please contact the clinics. I'll give you that information in just a short time. The Moderna and Johnson vaccines are also still available, and so we encourage people to get their vaccines because it will help you keep yourself safe, but not only that, the people you have contact with. And we don't know who's vaccinated out there, so we're hoping that people will get the vaccines because they may come in contact with someone when you're shopping in town or wherever, and they may be unvaccinated and be carrying the virus. So basically, a lot of people have been waiting to see what the effects of the shot are. Some people don't feel they need the shot, but at Boys Fort we're shooting for 70% vaccination rate, and so we're looking at different ways of trying to accomplish that goal. Right now the Boys Fort clinics are doing, in Net Lake Clinic, we're doing Tuesday, Wednesdays for vaccine clinics for the Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and now the Pfizer for ages 12 to whatever. 218-757-3650 is the Net Lake Clinic, and you will call them to schedule your vaccine. Thursdays and Fridays will be the Vermilion Clinic, and that one is 218-753-2182. So right now we're very happy to say that we have the Pfizer vaccine for the 12 to 17-year-olds. We also have the Moderna, Johnson & Johnson still available, so please everybody get your vaccine. Effective Friday, May 28th, Boys Fort will no longer have restrictions with indoor and outdoor gatherings in conjunction with the state of Minnesota. So coming up in June, we have our Sagi Baga and our Lake Vermilion powwows. There will be no restrictions for the indoor or outdoor gathering. So whether it be inside or outside, depending on weather, there is no restrictions. We hope everybody will come up for our powwows, and we look forward to seeing our relatives. We continue our door-to-door distribution for materials on an as-needed basis. We will be getting out the shot information this week for the door-to-door in Net Lake and Vermilion for the 12 to 17-year-olds regarding the Pfizers. So we are continuing to meet with our Tribal Emergency Response Committee so that we are update, and we have switched those meetings to every other week, but if cases start rising, we will be implementing that committee as soon as possible. Boys Fort has been notified under the Homeowners Assistance Fund through the federal government that we will receive $781,347 towards helping people with mortgages and insurance. But before this money can be allocated or spent, we need to come up with a plan by June 30th and submit it for approval with the federal government. We will be working with our on and off reservation homeowners in the Duluth and Minneapolis urban offices as well to develop this plan and submit it for the okay to proceed. This will assist again with mortgages, insurance, utilities for those homeowners out there that are having financial difficulties or struggling during this difficult time. We will let you know more once we get the approval to move forward with this important project. Also, we have our emergency rental assistance program, which helps with the rental and utilities assistance, and it can be used for during the COVID period, which is March, back up to possible future payments also. There is an online application. You can contact Ed Villebrin or Beverly Steele at 218-757-3261. You can also contact our housing department at 218-757-3261 and ask for, anybody there should be able to assist you with giving you information on how to either access that online application or also any person that may be able to assist you. Also, if you are an area landlord, you can also apply for that program. It's not just for renters, it's also for landlords. And the urban offices, Jackie and Wendy are also the contacts for those areas to assist people with that, we call it the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The Nett Lake Elementary School will be having 5 weeks of summer school beginning June 15th. More information will be coming from the school and be sent out to the parents by, according to Superintendent Pete Hardy. The Duluth Urban Office has a gas voucher program for our tribal members in the Duluth area. Please contact Wendy Drift if you haven't accessed that program already. Our Boys and Girls Clubs will be shut down June 1st through the 4th. They will be painting and offering a new look to the club and cleaning and getting the club ready for the summer. We look forward to having our kids in the Boys and Girls Clubs in both Nett Lake and Vermilion. Right now we are encouraging all band members to update their addresses. We have our per capita payment coming in August, which please don't call, we don't know what that amount is yet. The payment we receive from the state does not get to our offices until July, and there is no specific date, it just comes during the month of July. So that is why we go with the August distribution date. Also, with the new programs coming down through the American Rescue Plan in the near future, we really need to have your addresses updated, and it's extremely important, so please make sure your addresses are current and updated. Also, there will be no garnishment of per capitas again this year due to the pandemic. It will be the same as last year, where there will be no holding of per capitas for past due bills owed to the tribal council. However, in the future, once the pandemic ends, I believe those garnishments will also be put back in place in the future. Finally, the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA as it's called, which allocated the $20 billion to tribes for COVID programs and projects. As of this recording, we are still awaiting to hear our dollar amount for Boys Fort. We haven't heard anything yet, but some tribes are getting their allocations. So as soon as we get that allocation, we'll let our tribal members know, and we will get that information out as soon as possible. We check daily, but still have not heard anything yet, but we check 2 to 3 times daily. As soon as we hear, we'll let you know. But we have till 2024 to expend these funds, but we also know that there are programs that have additional funding coming down through the various federal and state agencies that we can apply for also. So there's going to be a lot of programs coming down the tube for tribal members, and we're trying to kind of take it one program at a time to see what we're eligible for, what we can apply for, and other things. Boys Fort did submit some congressional earmark funding projects to the Senator Tina Smith's office and Senator Klobuchar's office. One of those was our Net River Dam project. Another one was a facility maintenance for the Vermilion reservation. And then another one was for the expansion of broadband in the Lake Vermilion area to include the Greenwood Township and Fortune Bay. So we are working diligently on trying to get as much funding as we can with regards to programs and projects and other ways of funding them. We do have a listing of a lot of programs and projects that we have on our list once we receive the American Rescue Plan Act funding. But again, we'll try to keep you updated on that as soon as we can and as soon as we hear the funding amount. So with that, we also know that there's been rumors out there about stimulus checks for individuals. We have not received the funding. We will get that information out to you as soon as a decision's been made. Right now, we have not made any decisions because we don't know our dollar amount. With that, we still want people to practice social distancing. Wear your mask when you feel comfortable. You don't have to if you're not vaccinated. But just be safe. And please, if you know of people that aren't vaccinated, please, let's get those vaccines, because it will keep our tribal members, our children, our elders, and those vulnerable adults that have those underlying health conditions, it will keep them safe. So please, please get your vaccines. With that, I want to say Chi Miigwech to everybody. We also want to invite everybody to our powwows. Our community members, we want to encourage, clean your yards up. We want people to see our reservation as a great place to visit, and that we look good to outside people coming in. clean your yards, and if you have people that are out there that don't have family members to help them, give them a helping hand. Because sometimes it's difficult for our elders or those individuals living alone to get that done. We need a sense of pride and community coming back to boys sports, so please, let's help each other out. With that, I want to say to you, Miigwech again, have a good week, have a good Memorial weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Miigwech, Gigawabaman.